Network marketing is an international success story, and if we need a proof, here he sits. It's Jimmy Larsen from Denmark.
Thank you.
You were pretty young as you started with your career.
Yes, you could say so. It actually began in network marketing many years ago. I grew up in a small city in Denmark, in the south of Denmark, near Germany actually. And I remember growing up, my family, or my father and mother, had a family business. They had a small restaurant, so they were always working, and I got to wash the dishes in after a good night's work. So I was familiar to the concept of hard working, but I knew that would not be my path. So I was very, in my years growing up, insecure on what it actually was that I wanted to do with my life. And then suddenly one day, it was actually a funny story. I saw a advertisement in a local newspaper, where it said you could earn a lot of money from home. And I thought, okay, this is interesting. This must be for me. So I responded to the ad and got invited to a meeting. And in that meeting, I remember it very well because I came in t-shirt and and jeans and with holes in them, because that was fashion back then. It is again now.
Yeah.
So, but it was all black with suits and ties and everything. And I was, what's happening here? I got down in the back and watched the meeting. And this guy, he came out and he talked about, I was a fireman and I did this and this, and now I only do this product and service. And on the overhead, his check came up from that month, and that is 25 years ago or 28 years ago. And I was just, whoa, how can you earn so much money just by helping people, working from home, talking to your friends and family? So that is actually what got me interested in this way of working. I didn't go very far in that company, but it got me on the path, on the track. And I started, I started studying, I started reading, listening to cassette tapes then, and then it came DVDs, and then, more and more I got the hang of it. And then after doing a few companies, some went pretty well and some didn't go so well. In 2012, I got the phone call that most people get at some point in time. And it was a friend of mine who invited me to a meeting. It was in Denmark. He said that it was something very, very interesting. It had to do with shopping, and the biggest shopping community in the world that was about to start their business in Denmark, and they needed help. So we went to a meeting in a living room with a guy that I didn't know. We were invited for breakfast. And I remember we were sitting there 2.5 hours, me and my friend, eating, and this man was jumping back and forth in front of us, very excited, talking about this company and this loyalty card and shopping. And for me, it was really, really interesting, because I could see that there was something here that I'd never seen before, because I've always been used to selling a product or a service that nobody knew anything about, nutrition or whatever. And now I could see here we had a possibility to help people save money on things they need anyway. And we could actually earn a little bit by doing this, by helping the company get built in Denmark. So for me, it was a no-brainer. After the meeting, I said, okay, I'm in. I'm in.
So you went to Denmark. We're one of the first ones, I get.
Yes, I was in one of the first in Denmark, yes.
How was the reaction back then?
Well, it was, the reaction was very positive in general, because people like the idea of shopping. They like the idea of saving money on things they buy anyway.
So what did you tell the people then?
Yeah, so what I did, I told the vision, I told the idea and the concept, the business concept about we being able to build an infrastructure for the biggest shopping community in the world. They are going to be big, big, big here anyway. But if we do a little bit every day, we help the company get situated here, then we will be the ones that might be the ones that will be earning good money in the future when tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are shopping. So slowly I started, building the team. So the first few months was a little bit, I was focused, but didn't go 100%. The conference back then in Austria, and I remember I came with my whole team, not with the whole, most of the team. We were around 4 or 5 people.
Okay.
And I remember we were sitting up under the roof, looking down on the stage. And for me, it just said poof in my head. And I said, okay, now I'm gonna do this because I don't want to miss the boat. So when I came home from Austria, I put everything aside and I just started running like crazy.
And then it went pretty fast because you stepped into this business 2012. So what
Yes.
did you do?
Well, I worked really hard every day, almost 24/7, because I believe very passionate in that success loves speed. You have to give everything if you have high goals and you really want to achieve big things. So I really started contacting a lot of people, doing presentations every single day.
So what advices do you give? So if they call you and say, Jimmy, I don't know, you made it in 3 years, it's not working for me. What do you tell them?
Well, I say that the business is the same for everybody. And to get success in this company is not something that only some people are destined to get. Everybody can get success, but it has to do with yourself. It has to do with how you work, how many hours you put in, because the more hours you work, the faster the results. But of course, not everybody can work 30, 40, 50 hours per week. But so it's not always about the amount of hours. It's about what you do with the hours you invest. And of course, people have to know that this is it's a business. It's not a little hobby thing. It's a big business. And if people start treating this as a business and make plans, set goals, and commit themselves to the system and how we work, then everybody can get success. Because what we are doing is not, we are not selling something. We are not trying to convince something. We're simply telling people about the business, and then we let people sort themselves. So actually the key is how many people are you talking to every day or every week? Because the more people you talk to, of course, the more people will say no, but also the more people will say yes. So I actually figure it or picture it a little bit like you put them into a big group, and then some people will say yes, some people will say no, and you work with the yes people always, and then you do the same with them. So it's about consistency, it's about focus, it's about hard work, and it's about never ever giving up.
So what do you do if you meet someone and he tells you no? Do you meet him again or say it's a no, so I leave it there?
Well, I respect a no always. But for me, in my head, no is only a no right now.
Okay.
So if people say no to me, I say that's totally okay. Thank you for your time. Is it okay if I keep you updated?
Okay.
And even sometimes, of course, I always say, but it's free to just get the card.
Yeah.
Become a free member, start shopping, doesn't cost you anything, and then we just keep in touch. So that usually works. If that doesn't work, I said, okay, I'll just keep you updated. Because you meet people again and again and again in life, and people are curious. And one thing people don't like is that if they miss out on something. So next time they talk to you, you can tell them, the new things that are happening within the company, or right now you got a promotion, or you just came back from a leader seminar, and you start grooming people, because most people will need 4 or 5 or 6 exposures anyway before they say, hopefully yes in the end. So a no right now is not usually a no forever.
Is this where you are now? That's what you thought about as you saw this advertisement in the newspaper?
Very good question. No.
No. Why?
Because this is much bigger. This is
Okay.
much better. Back then I didn't really know what to think, what to expect. And when on my first meeting, when I saw this other company, I could see the dynamics of building a team, building time leverage, being able to build a passive income, because I could see with my parents, they were working very hard every day. And even though sometimes they had some people that were working for them, helping them in the restaurant, and my father and mother would have the day off, but the phone would always be ringing because there's always something. So they could never really relax. So what I see here in this industry, and especially with this company, is a possibility for everybody to gain time freedom. Because money is nice, but money is not the object. It's what you can get with the money. And most people actually want freedom. They want more time with their families. They want more time with their friends. They want no stress with paying the bills. So what I see here is an opportunity for many people from all walks of life to achieving more money and thereby more time freedom. Some people just want, let's say, a few €100 extra per month. Some want 1,000 or 2 or 10,000, and some people have big dreams, and some people develop the dreams during the course of action. So for me, it's about painting the picture. It's about showing what this business can do for people, what is possible, and again, it doesn't matter where you come from, because this is a skill. Network marketing is a skill. It's a profession. Everybody can learn it if you put in the time. If you read a little bit every day, if you study a little bit every day, if you go into YouTube every day, if you just do a little bit every day over a course of time, you will change. And you have to change, because normally people, they do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. And, and that will not happen. If you want different results, you have to change. And that is something, of course, that we train in the seminars. We help people understand, and we help people in the right direction, so everybody will have a chance at whatever they want in life, because everybody deserves it.
Talking about big dreams, what is Jimmy's big dream?
Well, my dream is actually, well, financial independence is nice, but actually my dream is a little, let's say, more than that, because I like Child and Family Foundation, I like Greenfinity, I like the schools. So my big dream is actually to build within the organization over the next 5 years 100 schools. We have 100 schools, a lot of kids getting education, getting help, getting schools, and thereby securing also a lot of people from the teams, a lot of leaders, a lot of people on all walks of life, getting more out of life, getting more money, getting more time freedom.
So may your dream come true. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.